Arriving in Nakulamudde village in Nakaseke, we meet an immaculate structure, Nakulamudde Primary School. The school is one of the 5 schools built in Nakaseke district at the cost of 4.2 billion shillings, with the funding provided by the World Bank under Global Partnership for Education. These include Magoma Orthodox, Nakaseke Tele Center, Chizongoto and Chinoni Primary Schools. For a change, the World Bank has not had to rely primarily on the Ministry of Education to get these schools completed. While construction started in 2017, the schools are complete largely due to closer monitoring by locals in line with the new guidelines. The World Bank has established a platform where the money is channeled through the Education and Sports Ministry under the Global Partnership for Education's Uganda Teacher and School Effectiveness project. But the locals are more involved in the construction.
The World Bank passed what they call the Civic Engagement Framework, which says that by the end of 2018, all World Bank funded programs would have a strong citizen component, which actually means that people would be enabled to access information on World Bank funded projects, but also to participate by monitoring the process from design through implementation and closure of projects.
Each school built under this system received a 7-classroom block, an administration block and other facilities at a cost of 850 million shillings each.
Their major role was to ensure that they supervised the work that was being done through the leaders they had elected. Secondly, the parents had a role of reporting whatever was taking place towards the construction and at the site.
The parents say they are pleased with how the construction of their school has progressed since they had waited for a long time for the reconstruction. They are pleased that they were allowed to get involved in building the school when work started in 2016. They say the works are meant to build for them and their children.
Our school, and we were happy because of our school. That's why we were visiting the school, so that we wanted everything to be clear. And we are happy that everything was clear.
The move appears to set well with the district leadership in Nakaseke, who commended the Ministry of Education for involving the local government from the very start in the construction process. They say they were even facilitated to do the supervisory work, even when it was unnecessary.
Our district officials were involved. We had the procurement officer there, the district engineer there, and the education officer. We are fully in the process of making getting a good contractor. So we are involved from the word go. And when the work was being implemented at the various stations, like Nakulamudde school where you have been, we are also asked the political leaders, that is the chairman, and also the secretary for education, the COW, and also the RDC, including the engineers, were all put on board.
The African Information Center, which manages monitoring processes, seems to agree, reporting that there has been an improvement in the management of World Bank projects, especially those run under the Global Partnership for Education program.
Now, we have seen great improvements in subsequent monitoring that we have done. For example, in our latest report, we found that out of the many contracts that we accessed over and monitored of 132, only 12 were not planned, which was a significant improvement. We also found that execution of contracts, the quality of execution of contracts had improved as compared to before.
The lessons learned from this experience will make the gist of a symposium by the World Bank on Wednesday, explaining how improved monitoring will ensure better construction of schools across the country. Olivia Komgisha, NTV.